MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs vie for a key series sweep against a fellow wild card contender, and we'll have it for you next. Mark Askew, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
So coming to the plate, Adam Greenberg. He will lead this one off today.
The afternoon for the Cubs, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Here comes the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
So now to the plate, Pete Armstrong, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Dan, D-Row, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by one run. They should be able. Those are the tough ones, but they should be able.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. The 1-1 home. Askew has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Greenberg leads off second with nobody out. Popped into the air, back behind second. Hobson is there, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
The next Cub up, Sammy Sosa. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. 1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman. One and one the pitch.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
From the stretch, the 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Cubs 0. Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Alex Happ gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, take a look at that career ERA in the low 2s. Not an easy thing to do in the day of smaller ballparks and guys hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
So striding forward now, Peter Hobson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, D-Row, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
The 1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Next for Milwaukee, Clinton Raines, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Now the 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Armstrong will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the left fielder, Juan Soto.
Digging in now, Juan Soto. First swings for him in this one, with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Just hung in there on that one. Runners on first with 1 down. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Rafael Diaz.
In now, Rafael Diaz. And it's fouled away. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 0-1 pitch. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. The 0-2 home. And he struck him out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
To the plate now, Carmen Feliciano, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 0-1 offering.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two men are on with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here's the 2-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
He's set. The 3-1.
Can't lose, ball.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Antonio Sanchez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Two and two.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
2-2. Here it is. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, J.C. Embry. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
In his career, Embry begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Ball 2. Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance to end the series on a very high note, of course. A win completes the sweep.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 3-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Euchre is under it. He's got it one away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Ben Zobrist comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the stretch. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. 1 out and a runner on second base. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll dive back in. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Payoff pitch on its way. Liner towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
At the plate now, Jimmy Grimes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
1-1.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Popped up. Diaz is under it. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Alex Papp.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Alex Papp. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a liner. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base runner.
Into the box, Adam Greenberg. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. One and 0. Here it is. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. The tag, and he is out. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. At the plate, Brian Tan.
The first baseman.
He'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Bob Uecker.
Stepping in, Bob Uecker. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First pitch on its way. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it, and quickly there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Mark Askew.
So now the Brewers pitcher, Mark Askew. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and 2 to the Brewers pitcher.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail this one 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Pete Armstrong.
Pete
First pitch coming, here it is. Armstrong, a California-born ball player. He was a fourth-round selection back in the draft of 2019.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, a lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Standing in now, Sammy Sosa hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
So in now for Chicago, Ryan Buckner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now a throw over, and he's back standing. A 1 pitch on its way. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Peter Hobson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Peter Hobson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's in.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Clinton Raines will be next. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there. 3-2.
3-2.
Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And a good throw gets him. 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Clinton Raines.
Now at the plate, Clinton Raines. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Too low, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now the pitch. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. In the air, down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Juan Soto.
Into the box, Juan Soto. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the hind. Looking up is the right fielder. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Brewers have come back to tie things at 1.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Into the box now, Rafael Diaz. Guess he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Carmen Feliciano, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-0 delivery. Lined hard to the left side, but foul.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Still 2-2. Hopped up. Buckner waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the 4th, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, J.C. Embry. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Hard hit toward the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
1 run, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hard on the ground towards short. Reined in. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Stepping up to the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So striding in, Jimmy Grimes, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. 1 run, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Brewers manager to discuss his thoughts on Milwaukee's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Antonio Sanchez.
The center fielder, Antonio Sanchez.
First delivery to him on the way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Sanchez bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And there's ball two now.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 2-1. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Bouncer up the middle, scooped up. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now back, first baseman, Brian Tan.
Stepping in, Brian Tan. He flew out in his last at bat. Now the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded to first, reined in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Bob Uecker.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Bob Uecker. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
On the ground up the middle. Kipnis ranging to his right. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Alex Happ. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adam Greenberg. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just off the inside corner. Looked like a changeup. The 1-0. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league way to go.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this one.
To the plate now, Pete Armstrong, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball 2.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again a throw, being especially careful here. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Check swing grounder to the right side, but foul. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy.
Ready for another shot now, Sammy Sosa. First pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. First and second now, 1 man out. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate, Ryan Buckner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, JC Embry.
Digging in once again, J.C. Embry. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Three runs already home here. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 4-1 Chicago. Carlos Almanzar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 18, Carlos Almanzar.
Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. Almanzar is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's going to be a base hit, so a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to bite and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
At the plate now, Peter Hobson, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. The 0-1 delivery. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
2-2 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Kipnis has a play. He's got it 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Willie Peralta enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Peralta.
Clinton Raines will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. from the stretch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Juan Soto, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 3-0 offering.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
The third baseman, number 7. Rafael.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Rafael Diaz. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Line drive to left. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And the run will come in to score from second as they've cut the lead in half to 4-2 now.
The right fielder, number 33, Feliciano.
Standing in now, Carmen Feliciano, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a chopper down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Peralta pauses. Here's the 1-2.
2 strikes.
Heading out toward shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Brewers forced to settle for one. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Cubs lead this one 4-2. Matt Chavez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 8, Matt Chavez.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Jason Kipnis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Pitch on the way. To first. He's got it. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Ben Zobrist. First pitch coming. Here it is. Little chopper back to the mound. And that's the 2nd out.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
Coming to the plate now, Jimmy Grimes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And it's fouled away. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Antonio Sanchez.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
The first baseman, Brian Tan.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Tan. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here now the 2-2. lofted in the air out to right field. Sosa is there, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Bob Uecker.
Now at the plate, Bob Uecker. Peralta sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here 4-2. Number 12 is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
12, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
The center fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adam Greenberg. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. That's popped up. And this will land foul. So 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up, and this will land foul. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Pete Armstrong, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-0.
That's the ball.
Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they still lead this one 4-2. Billy Palmer is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 25, Billy Palmer.
Marcos Figueroa is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Peter Hobson.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Peter Hobson. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Clinton Ray.
Now batting, Clinton Raines. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Grounder down the line at third. The 2-2 one more time. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to center field. Greenberg is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still down by a count of 4-2. Sean Jackson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 15, Sean Jackson.
Leading off the inning, Sammy Sosa, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ryan Buckner, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
The 2-2.
We got 3 and 2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. J.C. Embry is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Runners on first with 1 down. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. From the belt, the pitch, a swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly. On to first. And the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ronnie Wickert will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Marcus Semien will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 11, Marcus Semien.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Juan Soto is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The Cubbies are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
A ball and 2 strikes, and it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
The 1-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael Diaz.
Into the box, Rafael Diaz, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Slow grounder to first. Right to him. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Carmen Feliciano. First pitch of the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on.
Nope.
Forkball misses. 1-1.
1-1.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swinging a soft liner. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Brewers go down quietly. They trail it here 4-2. Brian Ham enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Brian Ham.
striding in to start the ninth, Jimmy Grimes, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Marcus Semien.
Standing in, Marcus Semien. First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Ham, a 6'1" right-hander. He was selected in the first round back in 2023.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Hops this one up. In comes the left fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
In now, Adam Greenberg, as the first pitch here's a bit high. It's ball one. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Bounce to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
At the plate now, Pete Armstrong. A shot down the first baseline. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Fouled off. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
To the plate now, Sammy Sosa, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. That's wide. 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Hit to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they still lead this one 4-2. Thomas Nicholas comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
Leading off the inning, Antonio Sanchez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
And that's in there for strike one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box now, Brian Tan, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-0. And he's taken strike one. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And my goodness, up and in. Very dangerous that time as he dives to the ground. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the catcher, Bob Uecker.
Digging in to try it again, Bob Uecker. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
A ball hit softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The batter, the pitcher, Brian Ham.
Alfonso Liriano will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Alfonso Liriano.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. The Brewers down to their final strike. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Lifted down the line in left. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Misses. Ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward right center. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And the run will score all the way from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Peter Hobson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A high fastball is in there. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win. And he was.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Cubs used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Willie Peralta claims the win out of the pen, his first. Thomas Nicholas hammers down the save, his 5th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.